Okay, focus. Today's topic is one that every athlete understands: anxiety. Psalm 37:8 says, "Do not fret, do not worry. It only leads to evil." Now, Psalm 37 was written for competitive people. It was written for you. It will help you, and it will help any athlete stay focused on the big picture and release them to perform better. There is a fine line between being worried and being prepared. But the line is there, and to fret, to worry, will weaken you and take away energy that you need not release foolishly. Worrying is a warning to us that we want our own way. Now, do you want your own way, or do you want God's way? Now, it's no contradiction that you can play or live to the best of your ability and yet desire God's will. Play to the best of your ability, but yet desire God's will. It has been custom around the world for years to rattle off the Lord's Prayer before competition. Virtually every American football team will have the Lord's Prayer prayed before they go out to do battle or after the game. Now, in that prayer, it says, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done." Did you really mean that? Or did you really mean, "God, my kingdom come, my will be done"? Psalm 37:3 says, "Trust in the Lord and do good." Trust in the Lord and do what? Do good. Stay under His command and focus. And on the task that's set in front of you, do it very well. Know that no matter where you are, you can live in His power, the power of His love, and let God's love for you be the launching pad for your competitive power that you have. Worrying leads to paralysis. Let me say that again. Worrying leads to paralysis. Give it to God. Give it to God and allow Him to work His way. It'll give you courage. In light of God's unfailing love, compete to the best of your abilities. Do all the practical things to help you relieve any kind of anxiety. Pray, read your scriptures, surround yourself with like-minded friends, exercise regularly, sleep well, and take in an adequate amount of nutrients. Eat well, sleep well, and put in God's word into your life. Think clearly. God's word, praying, will help you think clearly. Sometimes when we write down our goals, when we write down our desires, when we write down our pros and our cons, that can really help us. A goal not written down is merely a wish. Let me say that one again. A goal not written down is merely a wish. Remember, you have a finite amount of time, so say no to the good to make room for the best. It may be a cliche, but it's so true. Say no to the good things so you have room to do the best things. We only have so much time. If you desire His will and are trying to be motivated to do His will, then there is no safer place to be. You may not know where the Father's will is going to take you. I mean, it's a wild ride. You don't know where you're going to go sometimes, but you know you're in the safest hands possible. The Father's will is the safest place that you're going to be. He wants the best use and the gifts and abilities He has given you. He will use you to the best you can be. So don't worry. Reflection. Whatever's bugging you, write it down in a journal and pray about it. Then go do something of service for someone else. That always helps, serving other people. You stop thinking about yourself. Here's a prayer from Philippians 4:6. "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." Here's two quotes, one by an old friend who's now in heaven. "The best stress management is leave it at the cross." John Sakala. And C.H. Spurgeon says this: "Anxiety does not empty tomorrow of its sorrows, but only empties today of his strength. Do not worry. Give it to God. Ready, set, go.
You're listening to Let's Focus, an inspirational podcast to help you train, coach, and compete to the max. This series of podcasts aims to biblically address many of the challenging themes that people in the world of sport encounter. This podcast encourages you to know and make known our Creator, or in other words, to have a total adventure with God. This is a Sports Outreach International production. You can find us on the web at sportsoutreach.com. That's sportsoutreach.com. Stay focused, ready, set, go.